Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to Black Moon Lilith Tarot. Interesting energy today. I'm going to use the Fountain Tarot, this little cute little box, because I actually haven't used this deck yet. I acquired it, I don't know, about a month ago or so I'm going to give it a good shuffle. The other decks that I'd usually go for, like the Lightseers Tarot, with like fun colors and graphics and depictions, and like the Divine Tarot, also same kind of like fun energy, and then the Everyday Witch. I reached for all of these first and it was like, no, we need something more serious. So I was like, okay. So interesting energy. I also felt the need to open my window. Just cracked it because it's freaking freezing where I am, but so that to me is like an essence of needing to clear out negative energy. And I don't want to scare anyone, but any negative entities, anything negative that's kind of holding on to you or around you, if you have the aptitude to feel those kind of things. And it's not just a me thing, because I felt the need to not just pull cards, but to actually record. I was kind of like just getting some messages for some of my personal friends for some reason, so I'm going to clarify that after. But yeah, I just felt the need to see what the cards have to say and record it. So it's just going to be a general collective message, as per usual. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I love the silver on these cards. Oh man, it's going to be very stuck together. Things that come out in pairs, I'm hearing that it's okay if they come out in pairs. The Ten of Wands on the bottom. Like, because this is the first time I'm shuffling them. It's a brand new deck to me. Got Death and the Nine of Coins. There's decisions here too, definitely. Heavy decisions. Oh, Two of Coins. Three of Coins. The Hanged Man on the bottom. It's not exactly a stuck energy as much as it is old. You know, like in life when you have gradual changes to things, so gradual that you don't even really notice it, or maybe you need a trusted loved one or friend to speak up and tell you that something has changed so much, and that could be depression or a toxic relationship, or things just progressively get a little bit worse. Those are just examples. That's not really the topic of any of these yet, like of the overall collective yet. Little one. Okay. The Hangman, King of Coins. Still haven't figured out a setup where I can see everything, and it's crooked. Whatever. The Ace of Swords. And the Queen of Coins. What the fuck? Okay. To be quite frank, I really usually don't give a shit when pairs kind of come out for a collective message, because like so many people will watch it and then think this, that, and the third. But lately, I pull cards every day. Lately, so many pairs have been coming out, specifically the coin, court cards, wands, and then usually the swords will also come out, especially when the coins is coming out. I don't know, that's just in the last week, 2 weeks or so. So let's take a look. The good news is I see a revival and a renewal, but what I'm questioning the most is the actions that you would actually need to take in order to have abundance come in. Now, these cards actually aren't that heinous. They're actually pretty great. I'm not scared of the Death card, being a Scorpio personally, but at the same time, it does feel like, actually, I feel the need to kind of separate these cards. I like to separate energy from cards so that they don't get muddied up together. Now, it's not aggressive or heinous in any sense of the means, but it's not great. It's not great energy. I'll clarify those in a moment. But you have a massive amount of abundance coming in. I love the Nine of Coins for the wealth and abundance that it signifies. It's actually like my favorite abundance card, with the King of Coins down here. Now, they're highlighting the fact that this is like a old white male, someone who looks kind of like a CEO, or shit, who's that really famous, like 112-year-old dude? Baker? No, that's not right. I'm kind of seeing him, so it's also this sense of I don't know, smashing the patriarchy. It popped into my head. I don't even know exactly what that means. And then 2 of coins and the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely a decision here that needs to be made, or that you've been hemming and hawing and going back and forth on. You might not even be super conscious on the fact that you're going back and forth on this. This feels like a very deep subconscious level type of decision and type of feeling that's coming out. So this wouldn't really be reconciling with another person so much. Like, that would be more like in the forefront of your mind. This is deeper in the depths, maybe something that you would have dreams about in your subconscious to kind of alert you that it's on your mind, but it's something that's very, very deep and under the surface. The 3 of coins and the Queen of coins, to me, I'm going to clarify that one first, because that to me seems like it's could be a plethora of things, obviously, between the meaning of those 2 cards. I knew this was going to come out. So it's the Fountain, and that's why I left the book out, because this is the extra card in the Fountain Tarot. So the Fountain, it says B. The fountain exists outside and beyond the cycles of birth, death, time, and form, in the nameless, changeless source of which everything is a part. It is the waking from the dream of separateness and identity, and the recognition of oneself as not only connected to all things, but all things divine nature. When the fountain appears in your reading, relinquish all illusion of control and remain quiet. It invites you to observe, masterless, and to just be effortless and indistinguishable from life. You are the voice and the breath of universes. And then some of the keynotes are oneness, a moment of cosmic clarity, fully awake, blah, 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 blah. Just talking about whole and perfect. What I actually want to highlight is actually the reversal, even though it came out upright. Identification with a role of personality, fear, specifically of being alone, mind obsessed, separation from source, resistance to or denial of reality. To me, that feels like the overall energy of the reading of what I'm trying to pick up and put down. That's actually fucking perfect. So coins, swords, coins. Wow. You know what? I'm going to clarify the Death and the Hangman. Okay, so I will say that whatever this is, and I'm going to elaborate to find out and dig what this actually is, the topic overall. But the 2 of coins, the Ace of Swords, and then the 8 of Wands being on the bottom of the deck, I will tell you that you are going to get clarity on this situation, probably sooner than you think. This is something that's been wearing on you and grinding you down for quite a bit on your subconscious level, to the point where it might be affecting your sleep, your work-life balance, your maybe you're just not for doing great habits right now, and you're kind of just, maybe you're snacking too much, or just don't really give a shit about your overall health or wellness. You're kind of just letting things be and kind of slack. It's like living paycheck to paycheck, but with your own health and energy, in a sense. So you're just, every day is just depleting your energy, and then you go to sleep, and the next day you have to do everything you can, and then it's just depleting your energy. You just feel very empty energetically, is overall like what the weight of this decision is on your shoulders. So why the Death and the Hangman? Although honestly, it feels like really this just goes back to the Fountain card. Okay, honestly, these all came out and like they're pretty stacked, but I'm gonna take them anyway. So you have the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Cups. There is a lot of like not letting go of the past in the situations. Could be past hurt, something in the past, a regret, something that is heavily on your mind, but also it's the idea that this is something that's so subconscious, it's been in your head for a long amount of time. Now, I took them in reverse order of the stack that they fell out in, and the idea that the 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and 3 of Wands is a descending scale. So, but I actually see this as good, because after the 3 comes the 2 and then the 1. And the Ace here is so important because it is reigniting passions. I don't see you giving into a lot of passion in your life at this moment, and I don't mean the negative side of that would be like the Devil card, like drugs, sex, other types of addictions. I mean passions, like if you like to paint and you haven't painted in ages, or hiking, or going outside, or taking the time to cozy up and read a good book with a cup of coffee, whatever your thing is. You haven't been setting aside time to do those things, and those things are not only like pleasures of the flesh, things to go and do, they're things that replenish your energy overall and things that bring you happiness and abundance in life. You know, they're really important, and they're things that we as humans can get away from. Overall, I won't lie to you, there is a big imbalance here, if you are a spiritual person watching this, of the 5D and the 3D. So 3D being reality and 5D being, oh, up there, astral travel, you know, your spirit team, your spirit guides. It seems like that's a big theme for like the last, honestly, since January. We had a whole bunch of different planetary movements that created a lot of strife in a lot of people, myself included. But here, what is owed to you is going to come to you. I'm still not seeing actions that you need to take, so I'm going to continue to clarify. But there is a happy outcome and a happy ending here. And there is a very clear as day purpose here about why this is happening and why you are feeling this way and why you have these subconscious beliefs to begin with. There's a lot of happiness coming to you. However, you may not like it. So if you're a planner and someone that needs to know the entire plan before you execute, from A to Z, or at least A to D before you even take the first step, this isn't the time for that. This is the time for following either your gut feeling or your intuition, and I do feel like those feelings are different. And with the 3D and 5D conversation, by no means am I belittling your personal spirit team or your personal ancestors or anything like that, but there is a balance there where you still have to take care of your 3D physical environment and body in order to have all of this abundance come to you. So it is a balancing of taking care of yourself and also lightening your mental load to close out whatever this is. So let's go. Why the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins? Because there's a pair here, and I do want to know that. I'm not going to take that. That doesn't feel right. It was the Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups. But it is this deeper acceptance of, not for everyone. It's like whether this person is in your life, whether it's the Queen of Coins, King of Coins, it is the idea that it is another person. But this person could just be on your mind. It doesn't mean anything. Fool, Magician, the Seven of Wands. And yeah, King of Swords. I knew Swords was going to come out eventually. The Two of Cups behind him. So I will say that it does feel like, with the Magician, the High Priestess, Jesus Christ, and the Empress, with the Seven of Wands behind that, I don't feel as if I'm speaking to the Divine Femme or the Divine Masculine. I do feel like I'm talking to someone who has certain regrets in your life, and that regrets don't sit well with you. You know, you're not someone that really has regrets or regrets. And you are manifesting, well, I'll see what you're manifesting in a moment, but so this person, let me move some of these. This person, King of Coins, Queen of Coins, this person lays heavily in your subconscious, and you could be a true pair, soulmate, karmic, twin flame, whatever you believe in. You would know best what your connection with this person is. Currently, I don't feel like you guys have actually had a connection in the 3D, or maybe you've met, but I'm saying that I don't think that you were romantic, or maybe it was the wrong time, or I don't really believe in right person, wrong timing, because that's not within divine timing, with the Wheel of Fortune being right here, obviously, so everything is in divine timing. There's like a secret message underlying this, and I'm going to keep going until I pull it exactly, but, you know, it's interesting because with the cards, I would say one thing, but with the energy I'm feeling, I can tell you easily, it's not so much that someone is manifesting you into their life or you are manifesting into your life, etc. It's actually not that. It's Spirit wanting to offer you something, and you need to have complete faith in your spirit team and ancestors to lead you along the way. So you don't need to know A to Z. You don't need to know A to B even. You just need A, and you just need to go. Oh, I'm not going to pull all of these out, but there is a massive change to your stability. That could be anything from changing your mindset and being exactly where you are. That could be on the other side, like on the other side of the spectrum. It could be everything from you're moving, you're getting a new job, you're getting into a relationship, getting out of a relationship, moving away from family, family moving away from you. There's a huge shift in stability, and not to say that you're going to be unstable, but to say that you are going to, like, if you were standing on a pillar, if you will, you're actually not gonna feel any less of a different height or place or whatever energetically. But you will feel the shifting plates as spirit decides to move you to where you are supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. So it's almost like you feel the rumblies from everything moving more than you actually feel what is causing all of that, the rumblies and the changing. The Moon card and the Ace of Wands. So I don't feel, and then with the stability message being the Ten of Coins is on the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is going to offer you these things, and it is going to make you extremely happy, but you have to trust that you are being pushed. You are actually in the unknown. You're not being pushed into the unknown, and you're not exactly woke to the idea that you are in the unknown, but you are. You are in the unknown, and you just need to have faith and trust. So honestly, this might even potentially be like a trust fall exercise with your spirit guides, that it's okay to feel uneasy and unsure of what's going to happen next, or where you're going to move to, or the job, but you do need to have faith. You need to have faith in what's coming for you, and a fair amount of belief as well that they have your best interest at heart. Now, this doesn't mean that you can sit on your bed and watch YouTube all day and not shower, not brush your teeth, and eat whatever you want. I feel like now is the time that you need to be grounded and ground yourself in your stability so that you are taking care of your physical body. I don't need you to go and be, I'm not recommending you go and become a gym nut that never sees the light of day and you're just in the gym 3 hours a day, but it's like when you have that wiggle in your gut or in your intuition that you should go and do something, you need to exercise your right to follow that and find that truth. The boundaries that you've set forth lately, there's no time frame there. It could have been yesterday, could have been this year, could have been in the last year, whatever. The boundaries that you've been establishing are good. And I feel like you've gone back and forth with feeling how full your emotional cup is and your energy. And that's really good. That's awesome. Boundaries are super, super, super essential so that you can go out and help people that you love and care about, or in your workplace, etc. Volunteering time, however you see fit to help humanity, help friends, help loved ones, but not feel like you have nothing to give to yourself. So this may help you feel more logical in the sense that, oh, well, I am more balanced. I have good, established, healthy boundaries for those around me now, and I think that's fucking awesome. With the Queen of Swords, there is a balance there of not feeling completely shut out from the world, and still allowing people to come up to you and participate in life. And you may need solitude time, or time in solitude. There's just a lot of a very fine, like I'm talking like a piece of hair, fine balance here. And there is going to be some falter where you go on one side more than the other. So this, honestly, this message is more about course correcting to find balance, like almost minute to minute. It shouldn't be exhausting, and I think that's how you can find your balances. Give yourself the grace to relax into the moment when you have scheduled out your own alone time, if that's what you want, and you can cuddle up and watch some Netflix and have a great meal, or you can go out with friends and have a couple drinks and laugh and dance and listen to good music. When it's time to put your nose to the grindstone, maybe that's in your work environment, maybe it's time to just give it your all. And then when you feel that, not exhaustion, it's before that, you're finding triggers about when your energetic cup is being drained. When you find that trigger of like, oop, I'm almost there, that's your time to take a deep breath, and then know that whatever work is there for you will be there tomorrow. And understanding that if you really want to try your best can look different from day to day. But at the end of the day, if you have tried your best throughout that day. So this honestly feels like an entire collective based on Good things are coming to you. It sounds like cycles are closing, but they're not going to tell me what cycles, because that's going to be independent to you. But also, you're doing a trust exercise with spirit to figure out how you work with spirit, not blindly, but trusting and with belief, taking those steps. And then finally, you have good groundwork, and you have done a lot of good work in protecting your cup and not giving it to the wrong people. I feel for a lot of people, if this is resonating for you, you might be aching for that person to share your cup with. The Two of Cups has come out in this read already. So it's like, this is the next step, and you may feel lonely and whatnot. This is the next step so that you can find that person, is what I'm feeling, honestly. And there's no timeline here, unfortunately, but I think that's pretty much it. And then on the bottom of the deck's the King of Swords. So you have two true pairs here. And the Ace of Cups under him. And the Two of Cups under him. I didn't even see that. That's so funny. I love spirit. So I think that's all I have for you. I already recapped it. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you want me to elaborate on anything. But essentially, that's a really good... for those of you struggling right now and feeling the big sad, or completely out of whack, completely out of balance, really, it's like, as corny as it sounds, if you use your inner compass that you already have, and you're just fine-tuning it, you're not broken, you are enough, you are loved, you are an amazing human. And if there's things that you're not happy about yourself, simply set goals so that you can work upon them and move forward. That's all we can do, is move forward. Don't be so hard on yourself to the point where you're just expending everything you have every day into work or other people, or that's not really living, right? And I'll take that advice for myself too, honestly. But I think endgame, kind of what I like to call the carrot at the end of the stick, is the idea that your person is out there, and honestly, with them mirroring each other and these the court cards coming out too, I would say that, not that it should really bring you peace, but your person is probably going through something very similar or exactly the same, and you're mirroring energies right now. But this is what you need to focus on, and this person is like the carrot on the end of the stick later, after this work has been done. Don't focus on this person wherever they may be right now, because this is the map for you to go forward. And they're showing me a maze. It may feel like a maze for a while when you're working, like, well, should I do this, or is this too much? Or I said I'd go out to the bar with my friends, and I had 3 drinks, and I said I'd have 2. Give yourself grace, and it'll feel slowly less like a maze. And they're showing me a spiral, like uncurling, and it's actually a straight line. So it's not a game. They're not messing with you. It's actually all in divine timing, and they have you on the right path to everything that you want and all that abundance, because the main cards down here were all very abundant cards, with the Nine of Coins, King of Coins, Queen of Coins. And I think you're going to get some clarity here soon for how you're going to go about this. So many cards. And any decisions that you need to make along the way. Your spirit team is with you. Just believe. So if you have any questions, please drop them down below. Thank you for sharing this space with me. Paco, who is... I need to charge him. And wherever you are, I hope you have a great day. See ya.